Hey, welcome everybody. Michael DeLine, yo, what's up, man? How are you? Thank you for coming in the live stream. Thank you. Cat Kibble, thank you. What's up? How are you? Natalie, hey, how are you? We're gonna have a nice talk today, guys. I figured I'd switch it up a little bit. Today we talk about oh, Natalie, it's your birthday. Happy solar return. Happy solar return. Beautiful, beautiful birthday. I hope you are celebrating today. Celebrate, have some fun, enjoy yourself. Glowing Goddess, welcome back. How are you? Thank you. I love you guys. Thank you for coming in the live stream. Michael Delon, yes. Yes. My main focus, I want to talk about, the secret teachings of the tarot, but any questions you guys have, I don't care. We can go off topic. I just want to, I usually come, I want to do these live streams where we have just a main topic, but if we can always go off topic, guys. So any questions you guys have, um, Jesse, hello, reflection, peace. Uh, let's see. Yeah, yeah. Enjoy your birthday today, Natalie. Um, Okay, so we got quite a few people in here already. So again, today I want to, just speak on, like I was saying, the secret teachings of the tarot, because see, tarot gets a lot of bad rap, because of, and just like astrology gets a lot of bad rap as well. It's because fix this a little bit. It's because of all the it's because of all the misinformation on the internet of these two topics, astrology and tarot. So I want to bring a lot more information to this. I always tell people that want to study this stuff to get it from older sources, a lot of new sources, like all these new blogs and stuff like that. Even all these new books, you got to check the authors and stuff. Who are these authors? Um, where do they get their information from? Because you can tell right off the bat that they don't know what they're talking about. So the first thing I want to explain about the tarot and also about astrology is that they represent the two halves of gender. Okay, astrology represents the masculine and tarot represents the feminine. I know a lot of you probably have not heard of that, because see, astrology represents the energy around you that doesn't change. That's why it's masculine. Okay, and tarot represents the energy around you that does change. See, astrology is the outer source. Okay, um Michael DeLine, tarot, like the tarot cards, like I have, that's what I mean. It's the study of the tarot. Okay, it's the proper way to mean by the tarot cards. Okay, so back again, astrology represents this energy, this force. When you were first born, the energy that's snapshotted soon as you come into this reality. Okay, and it doesn't change. That's why it's masculine. Okay, and it represents the broad aspects of your world, of your life. Okay, now tarot represents your aura field. This is why when you get a tarot reading, it changes every time, because your aura field changes constantly according to your moods. All right, now the one thing people get confused about tarot and astrology is that they claim it to be psychic readings. It's not a psychic reading. This is more, I know it sounds weird, but it's more so scientific. It's just so that modern science is not caught up yet. Okay, just like holistic healing, modern healing systems have not caught up with holistic healing. Okay, there's holistic doctors out there. They're way, way beyond your modern doctors. Okay, just like the science that we're speaking on, astrology, tarot, the chakra systems, the um all kinds of energy, dealing with higher senses, psychic abilities. This is way, way farther than where we're at scientifically. But they're starting to find things out also in history as well. So of course they're not going to agree with a lot of this. They call it pseudoscience, all right, which is totally fine because they're not here yet. The majority of scientific, studies and stuff. But again, there's small groups of people that are finding this. Again, tarot centered around your aura field. So when you get a proper real tarot reading, it's not a psychic reading. Okay, it's reading your aura field, your present aura field. All right, and it's for more so for personal use. This was a practice in the occult circles. Okay, I'm talking about the secret societies. They had to master they had to master astrology. They had to master tarot. They had to master alchemy. Okay, I want to do a video or a live stream on alchemy as well. So if you guys want to learn some alchemy, like I tell the truth, and it's just a lot different. It's a lot more different than what a lot of these spiritual people are talking about. All right, that's why they don't talk about alchemy like that. Um, I said, what was I saying? I said, tarot, astrology, alchemy, numerology, um, and the Kabbalah. All right, Kabbalah is very, very deep. I might do a video on that. I probably won't do a live stream on a Kabbalah, but I want to sit down and properly do a video for you guys on Kabbalah. It'll probably be a long video, or at least an introduction. Okay. So these are the sciences that, and also language. They study language as well, because language, if you haven't noticed yet, language. I mean, there's a lot of people talking about this nowadays, but words equal to spells. Okay, so studying language is studying magic as well. Again, I know a lot of you might have not heard of that, but language, writing, words are spells. Okay, so I might do a video on that as well. Okay, so this is what they were taught, and again, bringing it back to tarot. Tarot was for personal use because it's a guidance system. All right, it's a reflection. Okay, so though you can get readings like the people, anybody in the chat room that had a reading from me, tarot reading from me, then you know that, because I always try to explain it the best that I can, that I'm looking at your current aura field. Okay, so just for a start, and I do have an old video where I was talking about the Fool card. Okay, but I do want to go over it real quick, because I want to talk about the Fool card. I want to talk about the Magician. I want to talk about the High Priestess. I want to talk about the Emperor. And I want to talk about the Empress. Now, this is if I have time, because, just talking about one of these cards could be like an hour or something. Another thing I want to talk about, too, before I get started, is the differences in decks. All right. Now, if you watch some of my older videos, you know that I don't participate in a lot of these new decks because they weren't created by occultists, or they weren't created by Masons or SWU TV, peace and love to you as well. So the main card decks that I use are the Rider-Waite deck, which is this one. This is a very, very popular, the Rider-Waite deck. I also use the Builders of the Ataman deck. I don't even know where that one is at right now. To even find, but also the Thoth deck by Aleister Crowley. Now, I know a lot of people have strong views about Aleister Crowley, his personal life, yeah, all that stuff. But again, the information, when you're an occultist and you're a scholar, you're going to want to find information unbiasedly, okay? Regardless of what people are doing in their behind the scenes in their personal lives, you want to focus on the information. Be a student of everyone. I don't care if they're Christians. I don't care if they're Muslims. That's how you come to a higher level of knowledge, by studying unbiasedly. Because you'll find good information with a Christian writer. You'll find good information with a Muslim writer, or a Buddhist, or even an atheist, or whatever, or even business people. You have to study all aspects. so you can become higher in knowledge. Okay. Paula, yes, the High Priestess is a very, very powerful card, but it's so misunderstood. That's why I want to talk. I want to talk about these. You know, I might even continue to do these in sections where I do, you know, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, and then the next one I'll do another 5 cards, the next 5 cards, and we could do it like that. So let's talk about the Fool card. Okay, now people will get confused by the word the Fool. All right, because they're like, well, it kind of gives this negative connotation to it, right? Like, oh, he's a fool, and you can see the picture, right? It looks like he's delirious. He's about to walk off the, you know, the cliff and all that. You guys can see that, right? So it has a negative connotation to it. Now, I can go super, super deep into this, but I'm gonna try to keep this simple for those that are not familiar with the tarot already. Okay, so the Fool card, the reason why it's number 0, okay, is because it represents the essence. All right. In every religion, they're always talking about, they say it in different ways, but they're always talking about coming back to the self, always talking about becoming like a child once again. This is what the Fool card represents. It's the beginning and the end. Okay, the alpha and omega, the beginning and the end. This is the Fool card, believe it or not, is the most important card because it's the beginning and the end. Can learn everything. I got that. What do it mean? Peace and love. Love Self Studios. Welcome back. Thank you for coming into the live stream. Okay. So again, the Fool card represents this essence, going back to the true self. All right. So let's just say you have a deck, and I recommend if you have a deck, you do readings for yourself. Like what I do is every single morning I just shuffle the deck and I pick out a card. Okay. Um, and I figure out what the message is for today. So let's just say you wake up in the morning and you pull this card. The message is telling you to come back to the self. This is the pure you, the you without all the influences from your mother, your father, your friendships, your the TV, the music. Think about who you really are when you take all these influences out. This is the pure you. Okay. It's telling you to have faith because look at him. Not only he has total faith. All right. It might look like a fool to you, but you have to look in the deeper aspects. Okay. Faith. This is what the Fool card represents. So when you pull this card, you know, like I said, for specifically for personal use, because we're not talking about readings right now, but if you are doing readings, of course, you can incorporate this. But when you pull this card, the energy around you is telling you that you need to have more faith, that you need to come back to yourself, the center, okay? The Fool, because see, sometimes being too intellectual will hurt you because the magician, I'm gonna get to the magician is intellectual. The magician is the occultist, okay? This is why he's mastered all the tools. I'm gonna get to that, but see, the Fool lets everything go. It's like how what Buddhists tell you to do, right? Buddhists are always saying let go of the ego, let go of the mind. You know, you want to do this for periods of time. Of course, I always tell people that you need the ego to survive, okay? You want to be in control over the ego at the same time, but certain periods of time in your life, you do need to let go, okay? Especially in this day and age, because we're so connected to, you know, we're so connected to the mind and the ego right now, you know. Everything is about pride, everything is about me, you know. So in these periods of time, the Fool card is especially more important, okay? So again, it's about faith. It's about the true you, the inner self. All right, what is your inner self? Have you spent time with your inner self? Okay, and in my old video, I told you how to meditate on these cards, right? Um, I believe the video was called "How to the Teachings of the Fool Card." I gotta look back and see the name of that video. But if you go back into my old video, guys, on my old videos, you'll see the thumbnail for that video is this card. Okay, so go to that video later on when you guys have time, and I go more into depth on how you can meditate to these cards, because this was a meditation tool. Okay, so just an overview. You want to you want to love thyself studios. Can we make our own? Well, I would say you can if you study the occult, because there's a reason, there's a specific reason why these symbols are in place. They weren't just drawn. Somebody just didn't just draw them. Okay, this is the reason why I said the Rider-Waite deck, the Thoth deck, and the builders of the Ataman deck. Okay, if you guys don't know the other two, look those up. Those were specifically made for the occultists. Okay, all these other decks, they were just made, people like just wanted to draw stuff. They there's certain symbols, there's certain power in these symbols that you need to take heed to. Okay, every single drawing, everything in here is drawn for a purpose. It's not just drawn for fun. Okay, that's what all these new little decks are made for. They're made for fun. People just want to get creative. That's fine. But when it comes to serious internal work, when it comes to serious occultist work, it comes to serious magician or magic or whatever it is that you're doing, you're going to need the right tools. Okay, that's why I told you those three decks: the Rider-Waite deck, the Builders of the Ataman deck, and the Thoth deck. Okay, those are the three tools. Those are the only ones that I use. There are some other ones, of course. They're much older. But I'm telling you about the three that I use, and the majority of these decks are trash. Just to tell you the truth, the majority of these decks are trash. So if you really, really study, to answer your question, Love Thyself Studios, if you really, really study this occult, and I'm talking about astrology, numerology, the Kabbalah, the universal laws, numerology, sacred geometry, and you really get a good understanding, which just takes years of study. Okay, then you want to start drawing these out for a purpose. So pure blissfulness, peace and love, peace and love. Thank you for coming into the live stream. Love Thyself Studio. Yeah, I know it was a long, drawn out answer, but I just try to tell you like the way it is. So again, when you're meditating, I'll use the Fool card again as an example. You want to stare at this card, all right, before you meditate. Get in your own space, and you want to really, really look at the card. You want to stare at it, okay? You want to try not to blink as well. You want to put all your focus. A lot of people have problems with focus today. You want to look at it for as long as you can. Look at all the details in the card. What is the card saying? Well, try not to ask no questions yet. Okay, once you have noticed every detail of the card, this is when you want to put the card down, and you want to close your eyes and envision yourself in the card. Revision yourself as this character. Envision yourself as this character. Okay, that's what you want to and you want to play the scene out, because as you can see, there's always a scene here. Like, what is this scene telling you? He's walking, he got the dog next to him, and he's walking off the cliff. All right, but we don't know how deep the cliff is. Okay, we don't know what's going on here. We just see the snapshot. We don't know how deep the cliff is. We don't even know if it's deep at all. So you want to go in there, envision yourself as the fool, and you're walking. What happens when you step off this cliff? Or do you even actually step off the cliff? Are you even walking off the cliff? You want to let your imagination flow, because the card is going to tell you a certain message depending on what. I can't tell you what the message is going to be, because it's because it's specifically for you. Okay. So what are you thinking about during this time? All right. So when you're in this character, what are you thinking about? It seems like he's not worrying, right? But what is your mental space? All right. Ask yourself, what is the dog here for? There's so many speculations about what things mean, but I'm telling you that your mind already knows. I'm telling you, you already have the power. So of course, sometimes you need a mentor, you need somebody to point things out. But these cards, you already know. You know everything already. You have to ask yourself. You have to, uh, you have to ask yourself these questions, and you'll get the answer. All right. When you get those hunches, when you get those, when you feel those, you get those answers inside of your head. A lot of us, we fling it off. Um, and we don't pay attention because we think we're not smart enough, or we just don't trust our intuition yet. I'm telling you to trust your intuition, and this is how you'll move forward. This is how you'll become successful. This is how you'll reach new levels of intelligence and prosperity, where you won't have to work for people anymore. You won't have to go through stress anymore. Of course, there's going to be stresses to make you grow, but unnecessary stress. You won't attract the wrong people anymore. Okay, because a lot of us are attracting the wrong people in the wrong situations. Like I said, don't look at everything as negative, because you have to have some kind of negativity for you to grow. Okay, so again, just to reiterate for anybody who's just coming in a live stream, this card represents the true you. It's the beginning and the ending. All right. Because when you first step out of your mother's womb, you are pure without influence. All right. There's no influence. Uh, there's no influences. And when you are about to die, when you're on your deathbed, you become this again, because a lot of people regret it, because they're like, wow, I spent my whole life doing what everybody else wanted me to do on their deathbed. You know, I spent my whole life chasing after things that didn't even matter to me. This is why it's so important to get to know yourself. Okay. You don't have to try to, I'll say it again, you don't have to try to force people to get to know you. Because I know we all want to be understood. See, the Fool card is teaching you not to worry about that stuff. Okay, the Fool card is teaching you to let all that go and be free. This is the Freedom card. All right. Sometimes you need to be the fool, because sometimes a lot of us are too intellectual. We're thinking all the time. What happens when you use the logical brain? The logical brain is always, what if this happens? What if that happens? Well, guess what? We don't know, because half the time it doesn't happen anyway. Think about all the fears you had in the last 2 years. How many of those fears came true? Okay, think about all the times. All right, for the people that have anxiety, right? And I know what it means to have anxiety. So we're out in public and stuff like that, and we feel like we're about to die, our heart's pumping and stuff like that, and we're panicking mode. Did you actually die? Did anything actually happen to you? That's what you want to ask yourself. No, it didn't. It's all in your mind. It's all in the what if, the mind. Okay. So you want to let that go sometimes. When you have over anxiety, literally it's just your thoughts. So you want to be free. You want to come back to who you are. This is the secret teaching of the Fool. You have to be the Fool. Okay. Step off the ledge. Have faith in yourself, your creator. Of course, have faith in whatever you believe. I don't care if you believe in whatever religion you are. If you have no religion, I don't care if you're an atheist. We can have a conversation, whatever you are, whatever you call yourself, or you're just a spiritual being that's looking for information. I don't care what it is. We can have a conversation on occult healing. Okay, because I'm speaking to everybody. So I don't care what you have faith in. Have faith in something more than yourself, or just have faith in yourself. Again, you should have faith in yourself and what you can do, because you're an infinite being. All right. The fool tells you that. The fool, when they say somebody's a fool, they're like, oh, you're so, you're not using your head. But a lot of those fools, they have the best lives, you know. A lot of those so-called stupid people that we love to talk about that are like celebrities and stuff like that, they're living life. What are you doing? You're judging them, when they're becoming the fool. They're living, traveling around the world. They're, they're making a lot of mistakes because that's what it means to be a fool. You make mistakes. Okay. But guess what? The person who doesn't make mistakes is the person who's not living. So think about it. Think about the last month. How many mistakes have you made? Well, just think about today. How many mistakes have you made today? If you haven't made at least one mistake today, you need to push harder. You need to try more new things. You need to talk to more people. Okay. Okay. Yes, Love Thyself Studios. Yeah, yes, your perspective is everything. As a Pisces, I had to learn to get out of my head so often. Yes. Well, the Pisces, of course. Well, you got to look at your Mercury sign. Love Thyself Studios. Again, you can't get tricked by the sun sign because Pisces is not the mind. Pisces is the feelings. Okay, the deep feelings. Okay, the water signs, of course, they represent the emotions, but what part of the emotions do the water signs represent? Pisces represents those deep, deep inner feelings that nobody knows about but you. It's the darkness of the ocean. Okay. So that wouldn't be the mind. That would be the feelings that are hidden, that are locked away. That's why the 12th house is known as the house of separation in astrology. Okay. And that's the original house of Pisces. All right. So Love Thyself Studios, you got to look at your Mercury sign and also look at your moon sign as well. Glowing Goddess, I'm not always sure what's visions and fears sometimes. Well, again, that just takes practice with your intuition. Nubian Devi, peace, peace. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, Glowing Goddess, that just takes practice with your intuition. All right. Now, I understand that a lot of people in today's time, we don't trust the intuition. We're always trusting the mind, that frontal cortex, which is the masculine energy, the masculine mind. I know all these spiritual people are always saying that we're going into the feminine, all this feminine stuff, but they're so masculine because they don't even know what the term masculine and feminine means. Okay, remember, masculine energy projects, feminine energy absorbs. That's it. Plain and simple. Nature is so simple. Okay. Okay, so let me see some of these comments. Natalie, Mercury and Pisces. Hold on. Do you create your world by Michael DeLine? Do you create your world by your world? I'm not sure what you mean by that comment. I think you might have probably typed it wrong. Uh, Love Thyself Studios. Okay, my moon is in Gemini. Yeah, Gemini moon. Let me go back to Natalie. Mercury in Pisces is a little weird because again, Mercury represents your intelligence. Okay, represents how you like to use that frontal cortex and how you need to learn with that frontal cortex. And when you have Mercury in Pisces, Natalie, you have to dive deep into what you're trying to learn. Okay, Pisces is diving deep. You have to put your whole essence into it for you to learn things. All right, and of course, your communication is going to be very, very emotional. How you communicate to the world and how you communicate with other people is going to be on a very, very extreme, deep level. So extremely deep that people might not necessarily want that depth. Okay, because remember, Mercury is an air planet. Okay, it's light. It likes to communicate. Think about the air signs, the love to talk to people, many different people and stuff like that. That's how Mercury reacts. It loves to study new things and stuff like that. So when you put Pisces here, it's heavy. It's all the way at the bottom of the ocean. You take it from being light and you bring it all the way down here. All right. Again, for more information on that, that's gonna have to be you know, a consultation where I can get really deep into that, Natalie. Um, Love Thyself Studios. Yeah, your Mercury's in Gemini, so your Mercury's at home. Okay, your Mercury is at home, so that means you have a healthy way of learning, trying new things, of using your mental capabilities. Um, you know, of desiring and being curious, because being curious also represents the fool. Okay, speaking of that, being curiosity, you always want to stay curious. The moment you don't want to learn anything else is the moment you start dying. All right, and there's a lot of people out here. They're the Walking Dead. You know that show, The Walking Dead? There's a reason why it's so popular, is because people relate to it. They're the zombies, the Walking Dead. And the very few of us, like people in this chat, we're the ones surviving, trying to survive. But a lot of people, they're Walking Dead. They're out here just consuming. Think about the zombie in the Walking Dead. Just walk slowly. They very linear, and they consume, and they're attacking all the time. You know, they're dead. Okay. Jesse, as I evolve spiritually, I become more psychic. Any wisdom on harnessing these abilities? Um, Harnessing psychic abilities. Well, I mean, the term psychic ability is very, very broad. We would have to know, like, what exact abilities are you speaking of? You know, what kind of psychic abilities? You know, that's a very, very broad term. So you have to literate a little bit more in that comment. Um, who's that again? Uh, Jesse. Okay. I'm gonna get to these comments soon, guys. I'm trying to go down the line. Love Thyself Studios. You need a natal chart reading. Contact me in uh the, the email in the description of this video. It's Occult Healing 22. Okay. Send me an email now that you want a natal chart reading, and my assistant will get back to you shortly. Okay. I do charge a fee for that. We will talk. But email me at Occult Healing 22. Again, the email is in the description of this video. Okay, Michael DeLines, do you create your world by your word? That, okay, yeah, you did type. Yes, well, partially, because remember, you also have your thoughts. So Michael DeLine is asking, do you create your world by your words? Partially, yes. What you speak out is what you create, but also what you think and also what you do. Remember that action, your words, your thoughts. This is what creates these. This is why it's the power of three. I told you in the last live stream, guys. The power of three is creation, action, words, thoughts. Okay. Uh, Nubian Devi, which state are you from? What sort of spiritual services do you provide? I am living in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, PA, Philadelphia, PA. And I do tarot readings. I do astrology chart readings. I help people on their spiritual guidance. Okay. I also help people with detoxing and weight loss and just overall health. And I also help people make money from home now. Okay. So you can focus on your spirituality, so you can focus on your health. Because a lot of us are, we're unhealthy because we're so stressed out from work. Working 40 hours to 60 hours. I know people working 80 hours a week. They're not eating healthy. So I provided this service. It's a new service now. Again, any of these services you guys want, go to my email in the description. But basically, I help people learn how to make money from home. So, because all it is just the knowledge of knowing. All right. There's people making money now that did these consultations with me that don't have to worry about it going to work anymore. Of course, it takes a little work for you to get things started, always. but it's going to be a lot easier. Okay. So Nubian Devi, if you want more information on these services, please email me at occulthealing22 at gmail.com. And that email is in the description of this video. Tariq Nasu, thoughts within reflect outward. Yes, yes, my brother. You know, I'm in Aries, my chart is mainly air. Natalie, you're saying even though I'm in Aries, my chart is mainly air. Yeah, exactly. That's why I always say not to get fooled by the sun sign. I read a Pisces and see a door. Glowing Goddess, you're asking, I read a Pisces and seen a door. Why? I'm not sure what you mean by that comment. So please reiterate that. Um, go down here. Okay. Oh, Natalie, you're in Philly too. Oh wow, I didn't know that. Tyreek said the bull from Philly. Yeah, yeah, we do use that term all the time. Okay, there's a lot of comments. Thank you guys for commenting, by the way. I'm trying to get to a lot of these comments. Okay, telepathy. Jesse, you're talking about telepathy. I'm not sure what you mean by a slider. I don't know what that is. Anyway, because there's a lot of, Jesse, for all those deep questions, like again, you can set up a consultation with me and I can, we can have a conversation specifically with you, okay? Because we can talk about that all day. Trust me. um, Love Thyself Studios, you in NY, man. I love New York. New York is my second home. Okay. Uh, let's see. Natalie, I tried to email you. Thank you. Niggas, do you work full time? Nubian Devi, yes, I do work from home, but I also go to school for music and audio production. Okay, but all my income, I take care of myself from home. So every time what I'm teaching people is exactly what I do or what I have done as far as work, doing stuff online, making money online. I do a lot of different things. I always tell people to have multiple streams of income. If you're only relying on one income, you're doing a bad service to yourself. Okay, you deserve to be prosperous. You deserve to be in good health. So all you need is the knowledge, and then your participation in doing this. Okay. Okay. So Nubian Devi, if you do want that consultation, email me, and we'll set that up. Okay, because again, you should not be happy. You're saying, but I'm not happy. Well, setting a consultation with me, of course, this is how you make money from home, but I also want to tell people to follow their true path. Okay, of course, you don't want to just stay with these things that I'm giving you. Just like I told you, I'm going to school for music because that's what I love to do. Okay, so you make the money from home so you can focus on what you love to do, and then you start making money in that avenue. All right. So that's what I want to really teach you. You can make the money now so you don't have to worry about going to work. You can wake up, get on your laptop. All you need is a laptop for all the things that I tell you how to make money. Okay. But you don't want to just stick there too. You want to find your purpose. You want to find your path. So you'll get more time to sit at home, meditate and find your path. Do something that you want to do. Okay. Because life is not meant for you to just sit all day behind closed doors and just relax. That's not what life is about. You're supposed to change the world around you. What is your talent that can change the world? Okay? That's what you want to focus on. Um, let's see. Okay. Let's see. There's a lot of questions. So Natalie, yeah, it's good. Shout out to Natalie for you living in Philly too. We'll talk soon. Anyway, what are your thoughts on our Earth sign? Why isn't Earth incorporated in our charts? Madhu Morales. I think I'm saying your name right. I'm sorry if I'm not. I'm not sure what you mean by that. What are your thoughts on our Earth sign? Why isn't Earth incorporated in our charts? Earth is incorporated in the charts. If you got a reading and somebody didn't incorporate the earth, like the earth signs are Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn, so I don't understand how that couldn't be in the charts. Earth is incorporated in the charts. It goes earth, water, air, and fire. And then we do also have the ether, but the ether is not in the charts, at least not the readings. Okay. Love Thyself Studios. I want to work from home. I'm a visual artist and make beaded jewelry and incense. Yes, contact me. Like I said, I do charge a fee, but we'll talk about that. Um, and plus, anybody that comes through from my videos and the live streams, you automatically get a discount. So email me while I do have spots open. Okay. Uh, Jesse, you're asking thoughts on meditation while under the moon. Yes, that's powerful because that's magnetic energy. Magnetic energy. So when you meditate under the moon or the sun represents electricity, electric energy. Okay, it's masculine, and the moon represents magnetic energy. It's feminine. So you're bringing things to you. Okay, and while with the sun, you're finding a direction that you should go in, okay, that you should move in, because that's what masculine energy does. It's giving you a direction. That feminine energy is attracting things to you. So when you're meditating under the moon, just be mindful of what you're meditating about, because that's what you're attracting. Okay. Okay, Natalie, I'm willing to learn and to possibly make money from home. I'm always willing to learn. Well, yes, it's a beautiful thing. Trust me. I've been working from home for years now, for like 6 years now. And it's just a beautiful thing. I get more time to focus on things like this, where we can have talks that, and and I can focus on my spirituality. Like, again, I can focus on my music, you know, music production. I like to, work with the studio stuff, the studio technology as well. That's what I love to do. And I love writing songs sometimes as well. And I love learning music theory. That's what I love to do. So again, you work from home, so you have time to do what you love to do. Okay, I just seen a dark, dirty locked door. Okay, let's see. Madhu Morales, like when we have a sun and moon sign. I never heard of people talking about what your earth sign. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Madhu Morales. I think I'm saying that name right. I'm sorry, my pronunciation is so bad. People that have been watching my videos for a long time, you guys know my pronunciation is really bad. So you're asking about the earth. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Because you are the earth. That's why in astrology they don't talk about it, because you are the earth. You are the earth. You don't necessarily have a sign connected to the earth, because you are the earth. And again, that's a whole nother deep explanation. But um again, maybe I can go into that another time, explaining what I mean by that. You are connected to, like, you are the earth, literally. So when somebody goes outside and they're throwing trash on on the ground and stuff like that, they're throwing trash on themselves. Okay, subconsciously. The way you treat Mother Earth is the way you treat yourself. You are the earth. You don't have a specific sign for that, because that's who you are. Okay. Uh. Okay. Let's see. Oh no, Madhu Morales, no mistakes. Like I said, make as many mistakes as you need. There's no mistakes. You didn't make any mistakes. Like, again, you want to, you. I was just saying earlier, if you don't make a mistake at least once a day, you're not doing enough. Okay. All right. Oh, Nubian Devi, my IG is the real Caleb Box. Okay, the real Caleb Box. All one word. Okay, so you guys want to follow me on Instagram? It's at the real Caleb Box. Okay. Okay, so I want to get back to Valerie Robinson. Thank you for subscribing. Are you from are you from Philly as well? Valerie Robinson? What's the Anyway, anybody from Philly, anybody that's in Philly or New Jersey or New York, let me know. Let me know. Email me. Send me an email. Maybe we can all link up. We can all talk about some stuff. We can all talk about some things. Okay, we can link up and talk. So anybody from Philly, anybody from New York, anybody from New Jersey. Again, I am in Philly. So you guys can email me and just tell me that you're in the area and we can possibly link up. Okay. All right. So I want to get back to again, I am paying attention to the comments, but I do want to talk about this again. So getting back to the essence, okay, like I was saying, the main purpose is for you to get back to your true self. You got to fight the influences that you've encountered in this lifetime, okay? Get back to the true pure you, okay? And a lot of people don't like the real them because they make a lot of mistakes, but that's what you're here to do. You're here to make a lot of mistakes, guys. That's what I'm here to tell you. So now, okay. Uh Nubian Devi, thank you. Thank you. Yep, it's the real Caleb Box, yes. Uh I'll write it out. I'll put it in the chat, you guys. Just so you have anybody that wants to follow me on IG, on Instagram. My Instagram. Okay. That's my Instagram. All right. So Valerie Robinson, you're in North Carolina. Oh, okay. So you lived in Mount Airy for 7 years. That's great. So you're familiar with the area. Anytime you want to come back up here, let me know. And again, Nubian Devi said, "Would I do a workshop?" Yes, I would. If I get enough people that all wanted to link up in this area, like I said, if you live in New York, Jersey, or Philly, that's still close enough. New York is only about 2 hours away from Philadelphia. Jersey's like an hour and some change. Depending on where you're at, it could be a little bit less. We can all link up, and I would definitely have a workshop. Yes, I would. And anybody else that wants to travel far enough, like I said, if I get a good enough people, amount of people, I would do a workshop. I would have a sit down with all of you personally. Okay. Let's see. All right. Oh, Cat Kibble, you're in NYC. Like I said, we're all close. So yeah, I would do a workshop, you guys. Trust me, I would do that. Any, you know, just keep letting me know, and I would definitely set that up. Okay. Um. Oh yeah. So now I want to talk about the number one card. All right. Any other questions? You can let me know in the chat. Like I said, I am paying attention to the chat, guys. So let me know any questions. I don't care if it goes off topic. We can talk about anything. So I want to talk about the number one, which is the Magician card. Now this card is also very, very popular. Okay. As you can see. Now, what I want to tell you about is these tools right here. You have the wand, you have the cup, you have the coin, and then you have the sword. Okay. Now the sword represents the mental realm. I just want to give you the symbols. Okay, understanding the symbols. The sword represents the mental realm. The coin represents the earth. Okay, the earth realm, the physical realm. The cup represents uh Oh yeah. Also, the sword is the air element as well. It's the mental realm is the air element for those that don't know. Okay. The cup, I mean, the coin is the physical realm. It's the earth element. That's the coin. The cup is the emotional realm. It's the water element. And the wand right here is the fire element. It represents the fire element. Okay. It's the spiritual realm. The fire element is the spiritual realm. Um, okay, so basically what the magician is telling you is to have balance between all these realms. That's the key. That's the first step. Like I always say, you cannot, so many people love to try to teach somebody else something before they have it right themselves. All right. Again, I always talk about, a lot of these spiritual people, a lot, people that just start something. Like I said, a lot of vegan people, they always just want to hop in somebody's face before they have it themselves. The magician is telling you that the first step, the very, very first step on your path is balancing out yourself. You ain't got time to be worried about somebody else. Okay. You don't have time to be worried about anybody else. You got work to do. That's what the magician is telling you. This symbol right here, the constant symbol, it means, the symbol of just going over and over and over again. That's telling you, that's why is it above his head? These are the questions you want to ask yourself. Okay. As like I said, it goes way, way deeper, but the magician card is telling you your first step is to master yourself. Your first step is to master your physical body. That's why it's very, very important for you guys to learn detoxing and learn how to properly eat and learn how to properly exercise. You must exercise at least, they like to say 2 to 3 times a day. I say 2 to 3 times a week. I say 5 days a week at least. Get some kind of exercise. I don't care if it's walking around the block because it's important to your spiritual health. All right. How you eat is important to your spiritual health. Remember, these four worlds are all connected. Okay. Valerie Robinson. Yes, that's the infinity symbol. I was forgetting it in my head, but I'm glad you pointed it out. Thank you. Because again, sometimes I forget the names, but yes, that's the infinity symbol. Okay. Glowing goddess. What about Maryland? Maryland's pretty close. If you guys can all make it to a certain spot, like maybe in Philadelphia or maybe even Jersey, we can definitely do that. Maryland is not that far away from where I'm at. Okay. Um, Natalie, yes, eating living food. Okay, but again, so I just want to talk about that because this is what the magician is telling you. It's telling you to have master over the body. Okay. Mastery over your sexual organs as well, especially males. Okay, how much semen are you releasing? Are you going to have control over that area? That's the main thing. That's why it's important to learn. It's very, very important to learn Karma Sutra and Tantra. All right, to understand the sexes and understand the female mind and the male mind. If you're a male, you really need to dig into the female mind and understand the female mind. If you're a female, you need to dig into the male mind and understand the male mind. This is why everybody has problems in relationships because they're only thinking from their mind, their perspective. If you're a female, you're thinking from a female perspective and you're trying to impose that on the male mind because you want them to think like you and understand you. Okay. And the same thing with males. They're trying to impose their masculine energy on the female mind and to have them think like them. It doesn't work like that, guys. This is the problem with relationships today. We're so focused on how we think and how we feel. If you're a female, study the masculine. If you're a male, study the feminine. Okay? Tantra and Karma Sutra. Dig into those, the real stuff. I know there's a lot of just dumb, perverted stuff out there with these two things, but yes, that is a part of it. But you want to study the whole thing holistically. So again, eating right. Like I was saying, I said in my last live stream about properly eating and mixing foods that deals with alchemy. Now, I was telling you guys that when you eat fruit, to only eat fruit by itself, because it's not supposed to be mixed with any other chemicals, all right, from any other food, all right. And before you eat anything heavy, you want to make sure you eat some kind of greenery, some kind of salad. Again, for all the deep information, if you want a consultation with me on proper detoxing and proper eating, you can set up a consultation with me, and I'll have all the time in the world to explain this to you, how to properly do that. Like I said, exercise and sexual health deals with the physical as well. Sexual health is very, very powerful because that's your creation. That's your life force. Your sexual energy is your life force. Okay. You look in this chat. Uh yeah, thank you guys for participating. And I see you guys participating with yourselves as well. Thank you. You know, connect with each other on here. This is what this is for. So you don't have to just connect with me, connect with connect with these people that are watching, that are listening, because we're all on the same journey. You know, I'm kind of just bringing it together, but we're all here on the same journey. So connect with each other, get each other's Instagrams and Facebooks, and we can all connect together. Okay. So that again, going bring it back to that physical realm. This is the thing that you have to master. Also, the physical realm is your well-being. This is why I made the consultations for how to make money from home, because that's the physical realm. The magician, the first step, he's telling you, because remember, the physical realm is at the bottom. Um that's the first realm you need to master. So for all the people out there, if you don't have your stuff together, you're not making adequate money, you're not on your path, you're not living nice or just at least comfortable, that is the first step. You got to master the physical realm before you try to go any higher. I know there's so many people that want to like astral project and stuff like that. It's because they're trying to run away from life and the problems. That's weakness. Spiritual people we do not have that weakness. Okay, the more spiritual you become, really, the more powerful you become. So I don't want to hear nothing about no weaknesses. When you're a spirit, when you're claiming to be a spiritual individual, you're supposed to be getting higher. The first step is to master the physical realm. Mastering money is very, very easy. Money is not evil. Don't let them tell you that, because the ones telling you that are the ones living wealthy and having fun. And they're telling other poor people that they need to run away from money. Because think about it, if they tell a bunch of people that, then all the money is for them. Okay, but everything is infinite. You know, you got to remember that there's no such thing as you running out of things that you can do in life, things that you can learn in life, things that you can gain in life. Okay. So again, that's the first thing. So that's why it's important to be comfortable. That's why it's important to have the things that you need to have in order for you to. All right, yeah. Thank you to all the ones that are putting their IG in there. Nubian Devi. I don't have a Facebook group yet, but thank you for bringing that up. You just brought me the idea of creating a Facebook group. When I do create that Facebook group, guys, I will let everybody know. Trust me, I'll come on the live stream or I'll do a video and I'll let you guys know. But thank you, Nubian Devi, for bringing that up. Everybody go add Jesse, the real prophet. Or Ether, what is that? Also, glowing goddess, I'll be married 5 years this weekend because I refuse to share my body with many people in 6 without marriage. Okay, okay. Just going through the comments, guys. So Natalie's saying, I know that may seem weird and somewhat impossible, but I cannot be intimate with individuals who are vibrating on is that a different level, sad level? Yeah, well, of course, just like intimate partners, but also friendships. You want to make sure you're connecting with people that are vibrating to what you want, to what you want to become. All right. It's the same thing, but people treat their intimate partners different than they treat their friendships. You have to put it in the same realm. All right. You want to share your energy with those people who you want to become, or you feel connected in that space that you were vibrating the same way. Okay. But a lot of times, spiritual people like to shy away from the term sex, and that's what you don't want to do. That's not reality. All right. Uh, okay, Valerie Robinson, the hand mudra you taught us the other day worked when I did meet a new client yesterday. I was mindful to do it. I can feel that shit. Yeah, continue. There's more hand signs I can do for you, Valerie, too. That's the thing. It's just educating yourself because, like somebody said it in the last live stream that those symbols were evil. No, those symbols are showing you power. Okay. Yes, they can be used for bad things, I guess, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about growth here on occult healing. We're talking about the secret knowledge that nobody wants you to know, okay? And we're bringing it to the forefront. All right, so I thank you all for being here. Okay, let's see. Thank you for sharing all your IGs. Everybody add each other when you get time. Um, and I'll add you guys. If you don't add me again, my IG is the real Caleb Box at the real Caleb Box. Okay. So let's see. Glowing Goddess. My husband is a Capricorn and I'm a Virgo. Shout out to the Sun Virgos. Glowing Goddess. I'm a Sun Virgo as well. And our twin Virgos. We love sitting and talking about spiritual aspects. That's good. Glowing Goddess. Continue to communicate with your partner. That's the main thing. You want to communicate. You want to have fun with your partner, and that's really, really good. I'm proud of you. Valerie, you're funny. I like you. uh Thank you, Natalie. Thank you. Thank you all for participating. I thank you all for being here. Now, again, I want to talk about this emotional realm. Okay, bringing it back. The emotion, the cup is representing the emotions. That's the next step. Once you got a solid foundation, because that's what the earth is your foundation, is your structure. This is why you can't even talk about spirituality if you don't have your physical realm right. Don't let these other people fool you. This is step-by-step process. Okay, today's times, everybody loves to skip the process because nobody wants to put in the work. Work deals with the physical realm as well. This is why a lot of these people have so much anxiety. Because they're not taking care of the foundation. You don't have a foundation. All right, so take care of your physical needs first. This is why the working from home consultation has been really, really popular with a lot of my clients, because this is something we all need. Everybody is struggling financially, or they're at jobs that they don't love. Get your physical realm right, at least in a comfortable standing. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to be rich right now or whatever. You don't have to have everything in perfect order. You just want to have a solid foundation. That's it. Then you can move up, okay, which is the emotional realm, okay? The emotions, the water element, which is neglected as well. People love talking about this spiritual realm. It's all the way at the top. Okay, it's all the way at the top. So this emotional realm, and this is your feelings, not only towards yourself but towards others and reality. See, a lot of people hate reality. That's why they love to run away and they love, they want to talk about astral projection and all this stuff, which, yes, it is real and it is powerful. But it's for learning purposes. It's not just to run away from life because you want to run away from your feelings and you hate reality. People hate reality. They say, why does life have to be like this? Why do we have to die? Why is there pain? All this speculation, all this talk, because you hate reality, right? Those are feelings. This is your emotional realm. There's a problem there. All right. And also with yourself. If you look in the mirror, you're saying all you think about is all the things that are wrong with you. Okay. or oh, my nose is too big, or my skin is too dark, or my skin is too light, or blah, blah, blah. All these feelings towards yourself. That's hatred towards yourself. Not only that, but hatred towards other people. If you're only talking about other people and what they're doing, oh, these people, these rich people, they don't care about anybody, or these non-vegans, they don't eat meat, they're destroying the world, or of all these, people in inner city, they're just messing up the world. Again, that's hatred in the emotional realm, guys. That's affecting your realm. It's not affecting them. Every time you get angry and upset, that's affecting your health. Okay? That's affecting your health. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys for participating. Anyway, so you want to check this energy, you want to check this world, because again, these are the four worlds that I'm talking about. The magician. For anybody that is just coming in, we're talking about the four worlds that the magician is telling you need to master. All right, this is when you become the occultist. This is when you get this affinity sign above your head, where you're above the fold. This is the first step, is to master the self. This is you, guys. You're supposed to master the self before you try to do anything else. You don't have time to talk about anybody else. Let's just say you just started getting into this information. All right. The first thing a lot of people like to do is bash somebody else. They like to talk about other people and what somebody else is not doing. The first step, you don't got time to talk about anybody else. It's so much work trying to master yourself. Just the physical realm alone, like I explained, that's so much work. That's a struggle. All right. Then when you're trying to master your emotions and how you feel about yourself, first you want to think about how you feel about yourself, because that's going to change everything. Okay. That's going to change everything. You, again, look in the mirror. When you have time, when nobody's around, look at yourself in the mirror. Be honest with yourself. How do you feel about yourself? If it's negative, remember there's only two paths. Up or down, negative, right or left, negative or positive. There is no gray area. There is no middle area, guys. Okay. Just like when I told you about your friends, if look at your friends, or they bring you up, or they bring you down. There's no in between. So when you look at yourself in the mirror, how do you feel about yourself? Is it negative or positive? If it's negative, that's where you need to put your work in. And simply just give gratitude by the things that you have. Let's just say, again, some people don't have two arms. You can say, oh, I'm so thankful that I have two arms, that I have two legs, that I have eyes that I can see, that I have a tongue that I can taste, that I have, that I'm alive right now. Some people don't have these things. Some people can't smell. Some people can't see. All right. Some people can't feel. Think about the friendships that you have. If you have your mother, if you have your father, some people don't have this. This is how you can regrow, this confidence in yourself. When it comes to other people, remember that people are only acting according to how they were raised. It's not the true them. So don't fault them when they do stupid things, or when they hurt you. It's not the true them, because the true them is this. Is pure, is innocent, but they were influenced by their realities. They were influenced by their environments, their friendships. The true human being is this. We're all like this. We're all pure. We're all essentially happy and peaceful, but we get influenced by other things. So don't bring fault to others. When you see somebody who's doing negative things, keep in your mind that that's not the true them, and have expressed love for that person. Now, I'm not telling you to get stomped on, because again, that's not a cultist. That may be the new age people telling you to all that stuff. Yes, defend yourself when you have to, but never go out trying to spread negativity. But I will tell you, defend yourself, just like they tell you in martial arts. Study martial arts, guys. I'll study martial arts as well, because you want to learn how to defend yourself, not only just physically, but also emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. I gave you the tools in the last live stream on how to defend yourself spiritually. Okay. Or what you will to be king. Yes. Thank you, Tyreek. Yes, that's so true. Um, and the next thing when it comes to spirituality, how do you feel about reality? The reason why people hate reality is because they don't understand it. Remember, man fears what he does not understand. That's why people fear the occult. They just fear the word. They hear the word occult and they start running. They hear the word magic, black magic, and they start running. They don't even know what it is. So what is reality? That's what you want to ask yourself. Study the spiritual laws. I already talk about the law of equal exchange a lot. We already know about the law of attraction. You want to study all the laws so you can know what reality is. Reality is 50% negative and 50% positive. That's it. Male, masculine energy. You got to have bad things to happen to you for you to grow. You got to have good things to happen to you. Good and bad things will happen to you in life no matter what you do. Okay. But you do have to understand the laws of cause and effect because whatever you do, you will get an effect out of that. Whatever something you do. Okay. If you walk outside right now and you go tell somebody they're beautiful and you're going to create an effect. Even if they don't show you right away, they might run away and be like, "Oh, don't talk to me." But you change something, okay? Yeah. Okay, self-awareness. Can you speak on the ego versus the true self? Well, Jesse, the ego is the masculine part of you. The ego sits in the frontal cortex, okay? The ego's main purpose is to protect you. See, so many people love to kick around the ego, say that, oh, you got to get rid of the ego. You can see right now in today's time, there's so many people bashing the masculine energy. They go from one extreme to the other. Um this is what the masses of the people do. Okay, they call the sheeple. The sheeple always go from one extreme to the next. They were destroying the feminine energy in the past. Then they go from that to destroying the masculine energy. They're going to keep going like this and like this. Okay. You don't want to be like that. Or you want to stay centered. The masses of people will always do this in every generation. It's always the same. It's the same cycle in every generation, guys. It's different characters and different technology and stuff, but it's always the same cycle. The sheeple, the main masses of people always go from one extreme to the next. You got to be aware and see that. So the ego represents the masculine energy. It's trying to protect you. That's why it has so-called fear up in there because it's saying, wait a minute, what if this happens? Okay. See, you need that, but you don't want to be controlled by that. Okay. That's the difference. Okay, so the true self, I mean, the ego is a part of the true self. It's half of you. Okay, the other half is the subconscious mind, which is the hidden part of you, which is the part that most people can't control either. So they're just literally uncontrol. They can't control themselves. When you master these four worlds, you'll be able to do that, at least to a basic level. Okay. Uh, Valerie Robinson, any book suggestions besides The Art of Seduction? Um, all his books. Um, Robert Greene, all his books. The 48 Laws of Power, the 33 Strategies of War, I believe. Also Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. Uh, uh, Wallace Waddles' The Science of Getting Rich. Don't be fooled by the titles, guys. So many when I tell these titles, people get confused by them. They're like, "Whoa, what does this have to do with getting rich stuff?" Um, don't be fooled by the titles. The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Waddles is a very, very spiritual book. Okay, just like Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich is a very, very spiritual book. Um, like I said, any book from Robert Greene, um, The Way of the Superior Man is a very, very powerful book. I don't care if you're a female or male. You need to read that book or listen to the audio on but the audio version is different on YouTube. So you want to read the book and listen to the audio on YouTube, guys. And that is again, that is the way of the superior man. If you're a female, you really, really want to read this book because, like I said, if you're a female, you need to study the masculine mind. If you're a male, you need to study the feminine mind. But you also need to understand yourself. So males, you definitely need to understand the way of the superior man. Okay. Again, read that book or listen to the audio, and listen to the audio on on uh on YouTube. Okay. Very, very spiritual books and authors. See, most people, I don't do what most people do. Again, that's why I have different information. Okay. Another spiritual book, I forget the author's name, is is The Game of Life and How to Play It. Okay, very powerful book, guys. You can listen to the audio version right on YouTube. As soon as we're done off the live stream, go on YouTube and listen to The Game of Life and How to Play It. A very powerful spiritual book. All right. So again, I explained the emotional physical realm concerning which you need to master. This is with the first step, number one. All right. Now we're going to talk about the mental realm. Okay, which is the sword. The sword represents the mental realm. It's the air element. It's the next element. Remember, it goes earth, water, then air. Okay, and of course, this represents the thought process, the imagination. Okay, this is the air element. All right, so you want to check, you want to monitor your thoughts. What are the thoughts that you're thinking? Because you're creating whatever is the dominant thoughts in your mind, that's what you're creating in your life. A lot of times we're always thinking about fear all the time. We're always envisioning ourselves going through something negative. Don't lie. Guys, think about today. What are some of the things that you thought about today? A lot of times it's negative. Okay. Um, yeah, thank you, Nubian Devi. If you guys know any other books, please put them in the chat. Again, we're all learning with each other. People, everybody in this chat wants to learn. So, oh yes, Tyreek. Whew, that's a powerful book. The Master Key System is a hidden gem also. Yes. Powerful, my brother. Tyreek. Yeah, listen, everybody in the chat right now, everybody watching, you need to write that one down. It is the Master Key System is definitely a good book. And again, a lot of these things will be considered around getting money and stuff, right? But it's very, very spiritual teachings. Okay, because I swear income and money is very, very connected to spirituality. If you didn't know, because you're getting what you're worth. You're always receiving what you're worth. All right, what you are. Okay, so if you feel like you're not getting what you deserve in this life, it's because this means you need to change what you are and what you're worth. How many people are you affecting? Okay. Thank you, Tyreek, once again. How many people are you affecting every day? Or how many people are you helping every day? When you change your mind state to that, you'll receive more income. Okay. Most of the time, we're always thinking about what can we get during the day. Change your mind frame to how many people can I serve today? How many people can I help today? Help everybody. Do everything that you can to change somebody's life and watch your income start to change. Okay. Uh, yeah, keep putting those books out, guys. So the mental realm, moderating your thoughts. What are you thinking about on a daily basis? You need to be thinking about what you want instead of what you don't want. Because a lot of times in our minds, we're always thinking about, oh, I don't want that to happen. I wish that doesn't happen, blah, 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 blah. You need to bring willpower here and to think about the things that you do want. Envision yourself having the things that you already want. All right. If it's a relationship, a loving relationship, don't think about the relationship that you have or that you had in the past that was negative. You know, if you're in a current relationship right now, envision it being perfect. Okay. If you're not and you got out of a relationship that was negative, envision your next one being perfect. How would it play out? What kind of dates do you like to go on? What kind of fun do you like to do with your partner? Okay. These are the thought processes that you want to have in your mind. Okay. Um The Seat of the Soul is another powerful book, guys. That's another powerful book. Thank you, Natalie. Um, so again, how are you speaking to yourself in your mind? A lot of times we're always downplaying ourselves. Oh, you can't do that, or that wasn't a good idea, or dang, why did I do that? Why did I make that mistake? You know, doesn't matter. The past is the past. All right. How can you get better now? Say, what can I do to improve this situation? This is the thought process you want to have. What can I improve? What can I do to improve this situation? Okay. Now the last realm the magician is telling you to master is the spiritual realm. After all that, this whole long talk, um, after this whole long talk, we finally get to the spiritual realm, right? Because that's where everybody likes to start. And they wonder why nothing works out. They wonder why all these techniques they keep doing and nothing works because they start at the top. Okay, that's where you want to start at the bottom. You want to go up like the ladder. Okay, you don't just wake up and become wealthy one day. That's not how it works. You got to do these. You got to put in work. You don't wake up and lose 100 pounds one day and say, "Dang, you know, that's not how it works." What do you got to do? You got to exercise. Got to eat right for a long period of time. Then you'll lose 100 pounds. That's how it works. So getting all the way to the spiritual realm. Okay, now this. Why is it the fire element? Because it represents passion. Okay. It represents passion. What are you passionate about? Your passion is connected to your spiritual health. If you didn't know, guys, this is why I said it's very important for you to find out your path in life. This is why I'm doing the consultations for how to make money from home. So you can focus on your path. Okay. That's the only way for you to rise spiritually is to find your purpose. Who are you and what are you here to do? All right. What are you here to do? Ask yourself that. What do you really want? What gets you excited when you wake up in the morning? I know it's not your job. Okay. It's not your job unless your job is connected to your passion. So if you have a job as an author and that's your calling, then your job is going to be magnificent. It's not going to be a job, it's going to be your path. Okay. Or even the person that if you wanted to be a chef, if cooking is your passion, you just love cooking, you love the way you do it, and you're a chef, that's your passion. You want to connect whatever you're doing to make money, as far as, like I said, the making money from home strategies that I give you in the consultation is for you to get started so you can focus your mind on what you want. So when you get to this point where all right, you're making money from home, you don't have to work. Now what do? You want to sit in your meditation and get your spiritual health together and think about your passion. I heard somebody that likes making beaded jewelry and stuff like that. That's perfect. Continue making more jewelry. Continue helping people feel beautiful with that jewelry. Whatever it is you want to do. I don't care if you want to, have a yoga studio and you want to teach people yoga. If you feel like that's your path, do it. Work on that, guys. Um, let's see. Yes, Tyreek, thank you. All right. Okay. Love Thyself Studios. Thank you for helping people out. Anybody, all you guys, thank you for interacting with each other and helping each other out. So what was I explaining again? I believe I was talking about the passion. Yes, the passion in your life. This is connected to your spiritual health. Okay. Once you find out your passion, it's so much easier to meditate. It's so much easier to center yourself in yoga. it's so much easier to let your mind go so you can travel the different dimensions in astral projection. It's so much easier for you to lucid dream because you're not worried. The reason why you can't lucid dream and you can't astral project because your mind's too worried on the physical. You're always worried about your bill. You're always worried about what somebody said about you and stuff like that. This is why you can't reach it. This is why you got to have the physical realm right first, or your feelings are negative. Okay, negative energy brings you down. You can't come out. You can't come up. So this is why you can't reach it because you don't have your emotional realm intact. And of course, if you're thinking negative, you're distracted all the time. Your mind is distracted. You can't rise spiritually. So this is why you got to have those three realms: the physical realm, the emotional realm, and the mental realm in order before you touch spiritual, before you can become spiritually, so-called spiritually enlightened. Okay, so I'm getting a question: tips on getting started on YouTube. Azam, I'm not going to say all those numbers, but Azam, you're asking tips on getting started on YouTube. Start it. That's my tip. Start it. Get on it. Upload videos. Doesn't matter if nobody's watching. Somebody's going to start watching. Okay. But I will tell you one thing. All right. When you start uploading these videos, of course, you want to have a certain theme around your channel. All right. Anybody that wants to start a YouTube channel, it's best to start a theme around your YouTube channel. Why? Unless you're doing things like pranks or stuff. But if you're, if you're just a regular person trying to speak your message, try to have a theme around it. Um, is because you want to look up a term called SEO, search engine optimization. This is what you want to study when you make your YouTube channel. I'm not going to go into depth because I go into depth when I do my consultations for how to make money from home, but do your own research on SEO, okay? Search engine optimization. You're going to need to learn that stuff for your YouTube channel. And this is how your YouTube channel can get bigger. Literally, my YouTube channel, I had no promotion. I did no promotion on my YouTube channel. It's strictly, I did a lot of SEO, which is practice on learning about keywords and what people type in Google and stuff like that, and I connected it to my channel on the back end, and people just find my videos when they're looking up stuff. All right, so there were no promotion, no advertisements on this YouTube channel. It was all pure people finding my videos from looking up other stuff on YouTube and Google. Okay, so Azam, those are the tips on starting a YouTube channel. Start it. Don't wait. I don't care if you don't have a good camera. You see, this is a camera off a computer, and I've been on YouTube for a couple years now. That doesn't matter to me as long as I'm getting my message out. My focus is on helping people and what I love to do. What I love to do is music, and I love helping people as well. So it doesn't matter if you don't have the right camera. Doesn't matter if you don't know what to say. Get on YouTube. Start it. Okay. Uh, okay. Okay. Hold on. All right. I'm trying to get to these comments, guys. All right. So Cat Kibble, Natalie is the plug. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Natalie, for always participating in my life. Everybody, I love you guys that keep supporting me. I really truly love you guys. And like I said, for all the people that live close to Philadelphia, like I said, in New York, Jersey, I definitely want to meet you in the physical and start some friendships and stuff like that. Maybe doing some workshops. Okay. All right, Love Thyself Studios, you're asking, is it better to master lucid dreaming before astral projection attempts? Yes, because you're going to go through a lot of lucid dreamings before you even get to astral projection. Unless you astral projected as a child. A lot of us, uh, we did a lot of astral projection as children and didn't know what it was at first. Like my first astral projection, I was like 7 or 8. I didn't know what it was at first. I didn't understand it. And then lucid dreaming got really big in my late teens. Okay. So, but like I said, before you even attempting all that, you want to get your physical realm in order. You want to get your emotional realm in order. You want to get your mental realm in order, and astral project and you'll lucid dream very easily. This is why you do it as a child, because you're not worried about all these things. Okay, so when you become an adult, you want to have these things in order again, so you don't have to worry about them when you were a child, and that's why so many people astral projected and had lucid dreams when they were children. Okay, glowing goddess, what do you do if you have several talents and passions? Follow them, do them all. I'm not the person to tell you to just do one thing. If you have multiple talents, well, talent and passion is different. You can have a talent in something that you're not passionate about. Do what you're passionate about. So if you have multiple passions, um, do them all. Because at the end of your life, when you're on your deathbed, you're gonna wish you did them all. So cram it all in. I'm not the person that's gonna tell you to do one thing. Cram it all in. Do everything that you can in life. Be as happy as you can be. Okay. Um, okay, yeah, SEO is very, very powerful. Uh, okay. All right, Love Thyself Studios. I accidentally astral projected a few times, but I don't know what I did. It was the times when you were totally at ease with yourself in the world. Okay, that's when you astral project. That's why you got to have your stuff in order, because it's during those times when you're totally at ease, you're totally free to leave your body. Okay. Okay, so I always feel like something like wind goes through me and then I'm somewhere else, or I see visions. I feel like I'm about to faint, and flying is very overwhelming. Is this during meditation, or is this during your day-to-day life, glowing goddess, where you feel like you're about to faint and flying is overwhelming? I'm not sure, because if it's your day-to-day life, that means you need more grounding. But if it's during meditation, that's a good thing. And your day-to-day life, when you're walking outside in your reality, you should be feeling that balance at all times. All right. Now, if you feel too light, when you're feeling like you're lightheaded or you're feeling too heavy, that means there's a problem. If you're feeling too heavy, that means you have too many burdens on you. All right. You might have to, weight. For people that are overweight, the weight is symbolic for burden. Okay. Don't get confused about, this is why they say all the metabolism thing about, depending on how heavy you are is depending on your metabolism. Again, that's basic science. That's primitive science. Okay, because it has to do with your mind. How much weight are you putting on yourself? Okay. If you're feeling too light, if you're feeling lightheaded all the time, spaced out all the time, that means your earth element is not healthy. You need to bring it down. When they say down to earth, you need to balance that out. You need to put more earth element on yourself. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Um, okay. Again, I'll continue on. I'm gonna continue for a little while longer, guys. I mean, I wanted to talk about more, but again, like I said, these live streams are more for you guys. So I'm here to answer any questions. Like I said, this is the talk for you guys, but I just always put a certain theme out there just so we know what we're talking about. But any questions that are off topic, this is for you guys. So even if I don't finish the talk, again, I'll hop back on a live stream, or when you set up a consultation for me, which is better because like I said, I can specifically talk to you, and we can specifically get to what you need to do for yourself. All right. The live stream, I'm talking to many different people, as you can see. So um uh so SWU TV is asking, can you talk about the power of sigils? All right, sigils or or symbols, because sigils, they're just symbols, um, they connect with your subconscious mind. Okay, because your subconscious mind doesn't speak in the language of words. It only speaks, that's your logical brain. It speaks in the language of words. Okay. Now, the subconscious mind speaks in the language of symbols and feeling. Okay. So in order to influence your subconscious mind, you want to, you can use sigils, which are certain symbols. Okay, and they will influence your subconscious mind. Look up all go on, you can go on Google and find sigils and other symbols and look at what they mean and post them on your wall along with your affirmations as well. Like I said, you have your affirmations, that's for your conscious mind. The affirmations, because those are words, that's for your subconscious mind. It's still influencing you though. Um, so that's influencing your subconscious mind. But to get even deeper in the subconscious, you want to put up symbols. I have symbols. I don't know if you got, well, you can't see it. Over there. I have symbols on the walls. I also have affirmations. I have symbols on the walls. It's better if you draw the symbol out yourself as well, because you're putting your energy into it. Look up what these symbols mean. Google them. If you're looking for more health, look up sigils for health. If you're looking for more wealth, look up sigils of wealth, and also look up symbols of wealth. You want to get them from all different uh um whatever it is, religions or cultures. It doesn't matter what culture or religion it comes from. Look up these symbols and draw them out and post them on your wall. Okay. So I want to. Okay. What about sigil art? Yeah, like I was saying, draw them out, draw out the sigils, and you're putting your energy into them. Valerie Robertson, you're asking, can you make your own sigils? In a way, yes. Again, if you really study this information, like I was saying, astrology, numerology, tarot, alchemy, sacred geometry, especially sacred geometry. If you want to make your own sigils, research sacred geometry. I'm gonna do it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do a video on sacred geometry too. Um, because you want to make them exact and so they can influence your mind. All right, so study sacred geometry, Valerie Robertson, and you can definitely make your own sigils. Okay, because that's all that is. It was masons and people that were spiritual beings from thousands of years ago who created these symbols because they knew sacred geometry and they knew the sciences. Okay. Natalie, yes, you're correct. Our entire world is made up of mathematics. Yes, Love Thyself Studios. You can definitely put your sigils on your candles for anybody that's into magic. Okay, for anybody that's into magic, definitely put your symbols and your sigils on the candles when you burn them. Okay. Even if you're, I mean, if you're not into magic and stuff like that, like I said, I deal with all kinds of people. It doesn't matter if you're religious, doesn't matter if you're Christian, doesn't matter if you're into black magic, it doesn't matter if you're into the deep occult, doesn't matter if you're Buddhist, whatever level that you on or whatever your path is, this information is still helpful to you. You just gotta have an open mind, okay? And that's it. Um, so Azam, you're asking, do you work with entities? It depends. For beginners, do not work with entities. I will tell you that. For beginners, if you're getting into magic, right? This is a whole nother angle. If you're getting into magic, you don't want to start out working with entities. You want to work with your ancestors first. All right. Anybody that wants to study magic, I advise them to study the basics of hoodoo first. Okay, don't get scared about the word hoodoo and voodoo. The reason why I'm telling you to study hoodoo first is because that culture and um that that topic is going to teach you a lot about ancestral connections. All right, so study the ancestral connections when it comes to hoodoo. All right, they're going to teach you how to properly set up an altar for your ancestors. All right. Then, like I said, I don't stick to one thing. We get into different cultures, different religions. All right, I'm telling you to go to hoodoo first when it comes to when it comes to working with your ancestors. All right, work with your ancestors first. Build a relationship with with those beings first. Okay, warrior of God. Hello, thank you for joining the live stream. Valerie, yes. Like I said, you don't want to work with deities straight away. That's another thing that people are not, because your aura field is open. You don't have proper protection. All right. You don't have proper protection. That's advanced work. That's for people that have been doing magic for years and years and years. They start working with deities. They start working with the elements and stuff like that. They start working with gods and goddesses. That's way out the park. If you've been doing this for years, if you're just starting this, you need to work with your ancestors first. Natalie saying, "Be careful, open that door." Yes, that's why you need to have your ancestors. You have the project, proper protection. Valerie Robinson, hoodoo. Oh yeah, yeah, hoodoo's very. I love hoodoo. I love all the sciences. I don't shy away from no science. You know, any sciences, I'm in it. I'm studying it. I don't care what religion, whatever it is, I'm studying. But I do love hoodoo. Hoodoo is one of my favorites. Um, so and of course you're gonna have certain sciences that are more relevant to you as well. Okay, because according to your DNA, according to your subconscious mind, according to your family lineage is very important. Learn your ancestral tree. That's very, very important. Study your family's history because that's who you are. Those people, your ancestors that died long ago, they're inside of you. You have all the memories and all the knowledge that they had combined into you. So this is why I say I don't want to hear nothing about these weaknesses. Oh, I can't do this. I have anxiety. That's bull crap because you have all these memories, all this energy, all this knowledge from all your past ancestors. You are so powerful, but you've been taught to be weak. Okay. Anybody seen the A Bug's Life? That old movie A Bug's Life when the ants didn't they were serving the grasshoppers and the grasshoppers didn't want to let them know how powerful they were. That's the situation that's going on right now. When we all connect, the ants in that movie, they said, wait a minute, we're serving all the grasshoppers, but we outnumber them. Okay. Okay. I thank you guys. I love you guys. So again, I just want to reiterate about that magic. Study hoodoo and get in touch with your ancestors. Um and set up an altar for yourself. Check out Shaman Mystic One. He's from Philly too. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Thank you, Valerie Robinson. Any people that we want to check out as well, definitely. Okay. Uh Nubian Devi, peace to you. I guess you're leaving the live stream. Peace to you, and thank you for watching the live stream. Everybody, thank you for participating. It's always good to participate with you guys. So, I want to talk about one last card, and then I'll go. I'll shut it down. I don't even know how long it's been. It's probably been well over an hour and a half. So I want to talk about this High Priestess card, okay? Because and just to go over this again, just saying this again, this is not even nowhere near the amount of information that's in these cards. Like I said, we could talk for hours and hours about just one card. All right. So I always advise you to continue to do your own research, guys. I'm just bringing this stuff up. So, the High Priestess. The High Priestess is the gate to the outer realms. It's the gate to the spiritual realm, okay? is the gate to the magnetic energy. This is why she has her foot on the moon. She also understands both polarities, which is masculine and feminine energy, okay? This is masculine, this is feminine. Remember the yin and yang symbol. The black side is the feminine side. That's dark matter. The white side is the masculine side. And you notice in the yin and yang symbol, right? Even on the all white side, they have a little bit of black in there, right? Telling you that even if you're a male, you still have feminine energy. And even though if you're a female, you have masculine energy. Okay, it's all about the balance. The perfect balance is when you have your masculine and feminine energy aligned in one. And you know when you have this, you know, because you'll have an appreciation for your feminine energy and also for the masculine energy or also for the feminine energy. Again, look at the masses, right? The masses, you know, the masses of women and men, they usually hate the other sex. Okay? They don't tell you they actually hate, but you can look through actions and through how they speak. You know, they hate because they want to be understood from that opposite sex. Okay? Which that is a good thing. Of course, it's important to be understood, but in order to be understood, you have to understand. That is, I want to say that again. In order to be understood, you have to first understand. Okay? Don't try to get somebody to understand you first, because that's not how it works. If you study psychology, look at psychology. Everybody has, if I just told you that everybody is concerned with only themselves, then how are you going to go up to random people and try to impose your energy upon them? It's not going to work. Okay? You have to understand somebody else first. Do the diligence and understand. If you're in a relationship, are you truly understanding your partner? Okay? Do you understand your partner? Or do you get mad at your partner because they don't understand you? Because best believe when you start to understand your partner will do the diligence to understand you. That's a law. The law of cause and effect. Trust me, it's a law. When you let go and say, look, I'm gonna sit down and really study this person and really get to know this person. What are the things that they really like? What are the things that they're interested in? Are you putting energy into things that they're interested in? Let's just say you have somebody you're in a relationship with somebody that's into for the ladies for that you guys have you have a guy that's into sports, which I don't watch sports, and I think it's completely waste of time. But I'm just saying a lot of guys like sports, right? There you might have to take time to understand his world just because you don't like it. I mean, you don't like it, but if you want to be in a relationship with this person, you got to understand the things they like, you know? Put some energy into things that they like, and I bet you they'll start putting energy into things that you like. It's a law, the law of cause and effect. Okay. Thank you, Natalie. I would love an actual channel that would stay on 24/7. Natalie, that would be great. Maybe if we all put our power into it, maybe we can make it happen. And not just me teaching. There's plenty of you guys in this chat room right now that can teach me something. Trust me. Yeah, nobody knows everything in the world. Yeah, there's something that every single one of you guys that you can teach me. I'm horrible in some things. I'm not lying. I'll tell you the truth. I'm horrible in some things. When it comes to like cars and stuff like that, I don't know nothing. When it comes to sports and stuff like that, I don't know nothing. There's plenty of things I don't know about. Um, okay, okay, so yeah, back to this. Like I was saying about the polarity. This is what she's telling you about. This is the secret to get beyond the realms. She's telling you the secret is behind understanding the masculine and feminine energies, the yin and yang symbol. Matter of fact, guys, I want you to look up that symbol after this. Just look at it, the yin and yang symbol. Or like I said, you could draw that out and put it on your wall. I want you to have, that's a very, very important symbol. This symbol represents what she's trying to tell you, the High Priestess. She has the gates of the moon. The gates of the moon is the, because in astrology, your moon sign is your inner gate, the gate to the real you, the gate to your higher forces, your higher spiritual forces. This is what she's representing. She's the gatekeeper. All right, and you'll notice she has the Torah, okay? The Hebrew Bible, the Torah. Why? That's what Kabbalah is about. The Kabbalah is the study of the Hebrew Bible. Okay. I'm not going to get too deep into that, but there's a reason why she has the Torah in her hand. And there's a reason why she's the gatekeeper, because she's telling you, in order to get past this gate, you have to understand these polarities, like I was telling you about before. And a big part of polarity is relationships, okay, between the opposite sexes or opposite energy. Because now we're starting to see there's people who are, there's a females that are showing tons of masculine energy, and there's males that showing ton of feminine energy. It still works the same way. Even in the same sex relationship, you will notice there's always a masculine partner and a feminine partner, regardless. There's no getting around nature, guys. Okay, Marvin the Magi, thank you. Thank you for coming into the live stream. So again, as a female, you want to study the masculine energy. And as a male, you want to study the feminine energy. Men, we are, because we're thinking from a masculine mind, so we want things to be direct and linear. You cannot get your woman to be direct and linear. It's not reality. All right. Hotep, Robert, Hotep. Michael D. Line, do you have a Gmail account? I do have a Gmail account, occulthealing22@gmail.com. It's in the description of this video. That's for anybody that wants to do readings or consultations. You can email me. Again, I'll go over it again. I do astrology chart readings, your whole birth chart, to help you understand your path, to help you heal you, to help in your relationships, to help you in your career. I do tarot readings. It does the same thing. I do detox and weight loss and getting with health, so you can help your body, heal your body through detox and through healing. I'll give you a consultation on that. I also teach people how to work from home. Okay, and I do consultations for spiritual guidance, people that just need day-to-day guidance. Okay, so that's what my email is for, Michael DeLine. So back again to this card, the gates. Thank you, Valerie Robertson. This is the gate. In order to get past the gate, you got to understand that masculine energy. So again, like I was saying, men, you cannot try to impose the idea of making your woman linear. Okay, that's what she's telling you. And also, women, you cannot pose on your man to be the opposite of linear. You know, because think about the Ankh symbol. Let me get this. The Ankh symbol is her symbol as well. It's the High Priestess symbol as well. This is her symbol. This is the feminine, the circle, the womb. You see this? This is the womb, the key of life. Why is it the key of life? This is the masculine. Okay? This is the key of life. She's telling you the masculine and feminine together is the key of life. The womb and the penis is the key of life. The linear and the unlinear. All right, that's sacred geometry right there. Wear the Ankh symbol, guys. That's because you're showing the key of life. You're showing mastery. And whatever you show, and look at this again. Look at this again. Why does she have the cross here? That's masculine. You see, she's feminine though. She's a woman. Remember, I told you, ladies, study the masculine. She's telling you what she studies. She's studying masculine energy so she can be in balance. Okay, so man, like I said, you want to study that feminine energy. Uh, to link, might need to link with you, Tyreek. You're saying might need to link with you for that tarot. Again, Tyreek, please email me and we can do a consultation on the tarot. Okay, I can do a tarot reading for you, and I can also teach you the in depth about the tarot. Because again, I'm scattered around because I'm on the live stream. So if any, again, I'll say it again, anybody who wants that reading direct one-on-one, where I can talk specifically to you, we can do that. Yes, I do charge a fee, but everybody that comes in the live stream, everybody that's watching, you automatically get a discount. Okay, so yes, Tyreek, that's the Unk. The key of life is from Kemet. That is Egypt. That's another the authentic name for Egypt for anybody that doesn't know. It's called Kemet. Okay, it's because they understood. They had a lot of queens in Kemet, and they understood the balance. So she's telling you to get to the outer realms, to get to the true you. You gotta study um both of these polarities. Again, I can go so much deeper into this realm. Like I said, she represents your moon sign as well. Your moon sign in astrology. What's your moon sign? Okay. And that's the key to unlocking your spiritual power, unlocking going into your true self. Okay. So and the Torah is there too, because like I said, the Torah, that's the Hebrew Bible. Um, that's the Old Testament. All right, that's Kabbalah. Anybody that's interested in really learning that stuff, look up Kabbalah, study the Kabbalah. Okay, that's what you want to look up. Um, so another thing, what do I want to say about the? Oh, matter of fact, just I forgot, almost forgot. The Kabbalah tree is right here in the back of her. She's telling you, if you look really, really good. I don't know if you guys can see here, but you'll notice there's water in the background. The gate, the moon sign. It, that's why the moon is known as a water planet in astrology. The gate, the subconscious mind is an ocean. I don't know if you guys can see that. You'll be able to see all the way in the back. There's an ocean in the back of her. All right, because best believe your subconscious mind is a deep, deep ocean. Okay, you are so deep as an individual because of your ancestry line. You have so many memories that you're not using, so much information that you're not using. Okay. Okay. Robert, your moon is in Capricorn. Uh, that's a harsh placement because your moon is in detriment. Your moon, uh, the moon doesn't like to be in Capricorn because the moon is a soft planet. It's the planet of your mother, the planet of nurturing. And you put hard Capricorn there. Okay. Capricorn is very, very hard and unemotional. Though it has emotions, but it doesn't know how to express the emotions properly. Okay, so that's a harsh placement. But again, I would have to look at your whole chart, and I would have to know where your moon sign is at in the chart and what planets are near the moon sign. This is why I say, just individual placements, you can't really speak on that too much. Cat Kibble, thank you for subscribing to me. Thank you for subscribing to me. Please share the for all the if you have any friends that's interested in spirituality and stuff like that, share the videos, please, guys. Thank you. Um, Life Past 7, yeah, Life Past 7 does dive deep. What is the B? Valerie Robinson, you're asking Aquarius, what is my moon? So I'm guessing you're saying that your sun is in Aquarius. We would have to look at your chart. In order to find your other signs, you got to look at the chart. You know, again, you can get a consultation with me when you hit me up in my email. The email is in the description. I'll give you a whole chart reading where you find out your sun sign, your moon sign, you know, your Mercury, your Jupiter, Mars, all that good stuff, then your houses. But the thing the computer doesn't tell you, when you can get the free computer reading, but it doesn't put it together, so it will be inaccurate. All right, but you can find out what those signs are, though. You know, so yeah, you could do the free Google. You could Google free, you know, astrology chart, but don't pay attention to the descriptions. They will be inaccurate. But you can find out what your signs are. Okay. And then you can set up a consultation with me and I'll give you an accurate reading where I put it together. The computer can't put it together for you. It can only give you pieces. It tells you your sun sign is this, is a Libra, then your moon sign is this, is Gemini or whatever. And it tells you the information individually, but you need it together. Okay. Um, okay, so guys, I think I'm gonna end this, but I just want to go over again, just letting you know to get to your true power, to get to the gate of your true self, to get to the gate of knowledge, the ocean that's behind her, you're gonna need to study the masculine, the feminine and masculine energy. The first step, this is what the magician is telling, the first step is to master thyself. Remember, you want to master the physical, which is the coin. That's what the coin represents. You want to represent. You want to master the emotional. That's the cup, the water element. You want to master the mental. That's the sword. And you want to master the spiritual realm after all of that, which is the wand, the passion. Also, number zero, the end, in the beginning is your true self, is the pure you. It's true faith. Why do you think the Bible is always talking about faith? I read the Bible too, by the way. I read everything. Be a student of everything. Be a student. Read the Bible. Read the Quran. I have both. Read the scriptures of the Hindu scriptures. Get into Buddhism. Get into Egyptology. Get into the history of the Native Americans. Study everything. Okay, study everything. Love Thyself Studios, you're asking, will I break down the hangman next time? Next time. I can't do it today. I'm not going to be able to do it today. Okay. Zam, thank you. Thank you. I'll be doing these often. Okay. I'm going to try to do at least once a week. All right. I'm going to try to do a regular video and a live stream once a week. Okay, I'm gonna try to do that my best. You know, like I said, I do a lot of stuff. I'm helping people all the time. I do consultations, and I'm also doing music. So I am kind of busy. That's why I'm not on as much as I used to be. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do one regular video and then one live stream once a week. Okay. Oh, Tyreek, you have some videos on your channel. What is your channel about, Tyreek? I'll follow you. Anybody wants me to follow their channel, I'll follow you and we can interact. But again, I just like I said, this full card, this is the true faith, having true faith and having true faith in yourself and then also the universe. Okay, I'll go into these two cards another time. I love this card the most because my life path is number 4. My life path number in numerology is number 4, and the Emperor represents that energy. Okay, so that's why I love the Emperor card so much. So let's see. Any other questions, guys, before I let this go? Oh yes, crystals are powerful. Love Thy Studios. I love crystals. I have some crystals. I'm gonna show y'all some crystals. I have some crystals, guys. You know, I have a ton of crystals, actually. They're everywhere. I got that tiger's eye. That's my favorite, that tiger's eye. So many. I love the moonstone. You know, my favorite though, where is it? My favorite is amethyst. My favorite is amethyst. I know it's kind of dark, so you can't really see the purple, but yeah. I do have another amethyst over here as well. I do have another amethyst. Like I said, it's kind of dark, so you can't really see the purple, guys. But my favorite stone is amethyst, and I also like that tiger's eye too. Natalie, I know. I wish I could stay in all day. You know, I got I got a lot of things to do. I actually have a consultation later on tonight too. So Valerie Robinson, I will follow you. Trust me. Okay. Um okay, so again, um we'll stay connected. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do one regular video and one live stream a week, so we'll be connected. Again, I thank you guys for coming in this live stream. I thank you guys for all of you guys who stayed the whole entire time. Man, you guys are the real ones. Okay. I thank you for participating. Like I said, if you have social media and you have people that are interested in spirituality, please share the videos, please share the channel. Please post, please like, please subscribe. I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me constantly. Like I said, any consultations, go to email me. The email is in the description. My email is occulthealing22@gmail.com. It is in the description of this video. Again, I do astrology chart readings, tarot readings. I help people with weight loss and detoxing and healing the body, healing certain diseases. Um, help people with spiritual guidance, people that need guidance, even relationship guidance. And I also teach people to make money from home so you don't have to work. So you don't have to be stressed out at work and you can focus on your path. You can take care of your kids or whatever you need to do. Okay. So again, I appreciate you guys so much. Like, it's unbelievable how much I appreciate you guys. Again, also for all the people that live close to Philadelphia, that's where I live. I live in Philadelphia, PA. Let's stay in contact, and like I said, if I get enough people together, I would do a workshop, I would do a lecture, a physical lecture where I can teach you guys. I'll bring out the whiteboard, you know, and I do a physical lecture. Then afterwards we can talk, you know, maybe we can all go out to eat, somewhere. And you know, I'm vegan, so I got to go to a vegan place. But we can all go out to eat, have a talk, have some friendships. Maybe we can go to a yoga studio or something like that. Or we can go out to a coffee shop, something. We can all meet up afterwards, you know, or whatever, and we can do a friendship thing like that. I just want to see anything. Okay. Hotep. Okay. Tibetan singing bowls are powerful. Peace and blessings, Valerie. Thank you, Valerie. Love Thyself Studios. I'll be back. Okay. Natalie, are you asking for my IG? I'm not sure if you're asking somebody else in the chat. If you're asking for my IG is the real Caleb Box. Here's my IG for anybody that wants to follow me on Instagram. All right, anybody that wants to follow me on Instagram. Okay. So again, I'm gonna end this. It was a lovely talk. I'm gonna get back to more stuff. I'll be having a regular video up. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm gonna talk about, but again, peace, love. I'll leave you in Hotep. I'll leave you in Namaste. I'll leave you in one love. There's one love, okay? And just peace and blessings in Hotep. And thank you. And like I said, please share the videos. Please like. Please subscribe. Thank you, guys. I am out of here.